Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over some crypto, Bitcoin, and also some other crypto related assets too, to let you know that guys, that Bitcoin's in a correction. Okay, it's in a correction. So whether you want to believe that, watch it go up again, that'll be on you. But I'm going to go through this and I'm going to show you some stuff. Here's what the Nasdaq, guys. So we're going over the Nasdaq. People can't believe this. They think it's this is all big fake out. It's going to come back down. And there's always that possibility, guys, but I don't think so. It's reasonable to think, okay? If you look at the history of some assets, it comes back down. Just because the media is saying a recession's coming doesn't mean that it is, okay? They're going to say this over and over, and they've been saying it since January of 22, guys. January 22. We're still waiting on the coming recession. Can there be a mild recession or something like that? I think it's about 10, maybe 20% chance something's going to happen, guys. So anyhow, it's down here, right? And this actually, guys, this can do a 2 or 3 year counter trend rally. Okay. Here's one 3-wave move right here from January of 2019 to February of 20. That was a 1 year, 13-month counter trend rally, then a dump. Here's a 5-year counter trend rally. And then this is the one I think you have a good shot. Here is a October of 87 to October of 89, a 2-year counter trend rally, guys. Okay. They can't happen and they go up. Why is it going to go up in this counter trend rally? I have no idea. I just know that this did a massive move, and then it's just looking at the monthly. You just go to the monthly, guys, and you see what it did in here. It's a serious dump. This dump that it did, the Nasdaq did in October 2022, was more significant momentum wise than the 1987 crash. What happened after the 1987 crash? It went up for 2 years, okay, and then it did another crash. So, remains to be seen where it's going to end up, guys. But I think the Nasdaq is probably going to go higher than expected, guys. I think you have a good shot. It's going to come up for a correction and come back down, and it's going to go up. If the Nasdaq is going up into these areas, maybe even higher, guys, you have a good shot. Bitcoin's going to be going up too. So let me go over some other assets like Coinbase. Okay, Coinbase sitting in the same spot more or less. I put this inverse head and shoulders on there. This is a retail pattern, but hey, usually they play out, especially something like that. That's pretty textbook. Okay. But here's the thing about Coinbase I find interesting. I decided to investigate a little bit. So we'll go over this wave and this wave. You can see it made a nice clean impulse move out of here. Okay. So it ended on February 23, when most all the altcoins have a top. February 23, right? 3 months ago. And it went through all this mess and did a complex correction over here to May 3rd, okay? So I'm going to go to this section right here, bust open that section right there, and let you know that it's in another second wave correction, because right here is your impulse move, guys. That's your impulse move right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then it's in this section here, 3-wave, probably over here, and then it might be doing another one right over there like that, maybe back down to there. Check the fibs, probably maybe come deeper, guys, but check the fibs here on Coinbase. More than likely it's starting to go bullish, 618. Let me take it. Yeah, it's on regular. 618 would be a target for sure. 50%, 55, 618. I don't see it whizzing down there, but I guess it could potentially. It is crypto related, so it looks pretty good to me, guys. What do you have right here with Coinbase? Okay, here's Coinbase. Coinbase is telling you at some point cryptocurrency probably going to go bullish at some point. I doubt Coinbase is going to be blasting up and all the crypto is going to be going down right here. So you got a nice impulse move right there, right? And then, a nice complex correction right here for 3 months. What is that? Up in 5, back in 3, and then a little baby one over here. Up in 5, back in 3. Okay. I'm going to say this. I'll say this again, guys. You see these moves. The odds are in your favor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And it comes back in 3, especially if it hits it right there at that 4th wave, the bottom of that wave, not the top, the bottom. You have a good shot. Another one's going to go on over there. It might be a correction. It could be ABC or it could be 1, 2, 3. Just don't know. So, okay. That's how I look at that. Let's look at some other ones. So Coinbase is in a correction and it has more downside. So that probably means Bitcoin does too. They'll follow more or less Bitcoin. MicroStrategy Let me go to MicroStrategy, check this one out. You know, a proxy, basically ETF of Bitcoin, because all the banks and big institutions are buying MicroStrategy rather than Bitcoin. And MicroStrategy is more volatile than Bitcoin, guys. So been over this. This is its wave, and it's over here in this sequence. I'm still thinking that MicroStrategy may be in a maybe doing a move like this, guys. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3. So you got a move like this, and it popped up, hit that area, and it's going to come back down like that to make that move like that possibly. So 3, 3, and then down for a 5 potentially. It's actually holding up pretty well for MicroStrategy. Be straight with you. But I see right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and in this section, that's end of May. It might have a little bit longer. It could take off. Won't be exactly the same as Bitcoin, but other than that, you know, look at the profile here. You know, high, 3 wave, and then up again and 3 waves. So MicroStrategy is telling you that more likely sometime in the future, Bitcoin's going to go bullish again, right? Let's take a look at another one. Let's see, another one related to crypto. Here we go. Riot blockchain. What do we got? What kind of candles? I got regular candles on there. Yeah, I do. So let's see. Riot blockchain. What do we have? Take a look at this. Do I have it on regular? Let me check it. Make sure I'm on regular. Yeah, I'm on regular. Okay, so we have a move here. So what kind of move? It's pretty bullish too, guys. Look at this. It ripped off a pretty good wave, 2.0. So probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's in this section. It looks like it wants to do a swing back down. So Riot blockchain is telling you that you have another swing back down, guys, right? Probably down to here. I would say Riot blockchain would be right in that section. Right in there, guys. Okay, like that. So Bitcoin still has more downside. Boom, probably boom, 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 like that. Up in a wave, looks like it broke that low, so that'd be a 3 wave. Up in a wave, another wave. That could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Riot, and it's correcting that leg right there, guys. Let's check it out on the daily, see what we got on the oscillators. Yeah, it doesn't have divergence on the daily for that 5th wave, but yeah, it's coming down to correct it. You can see it right there, guys. You can have another wave right here. You see that? Boom, boom. Take everything out, just like so. Boom. And then it can run again, in my opinion. So same thing with Bitcoin, guys. It's just going to take some time. It's in a complex correction, in my opinion. So maybe something like this, guys. So you got a B, and maybe a C there, or maybe it's done. Okay, don't know yet. So let's put it there for right now. Okay, you got A, B, C. Unless this comes down here, you know, it could be a little bit different. But right now, this is all the data that we have. And I would say that Bitcoin is going to do W, up in this area, X, Y. Okay, and that could be your 3-wave move you want to pay attention to, right? That'd be a nice looking 3-wave move, wouldn't it? Nice looking 3-wave move. So let me put it on the weekly. Take a look at that. Take a look at that on the weekly. Something like that, possibly. It's not going to go exactly right, but I'll tell you what. This is what I'd be looking at, guys. You know, I mean, like, you know, let's say it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. What do you think? I'm thinking right there, guys. And then check those out right there. Boom. Just like that, guys. That's what I would do. Check your oscillators, make sure everything looks good. It's ready to go into another run. You know, this is just an estimate right here, guys. It could go down there. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to 23K. I would not be surprised with wicks down to 21. Would not be uncommon for Bitcoin to do a dip. Where's 23? 23%, you know, into those areas, guys. That's not unusual. And Bitcoin, you know, it's like, this is nothing right here for Bitcoin. Bitcoin used to be at 30K and now it's dropped. And it's like down 13%. So pretty minor correction. You know, that's a pretty small correction for Bitcoin, guys. So I'm looking at this, you know, Riot is telling you it's in a correction. MicroStrategy in a correction, probably going to go bullish. Coinbase, I think it's the same thing. The Nasdaq, been checking that out. I think it's in a topping pattern. I know I keep saying that, you know, but maybe it's going to keep going up. Who knows? But somewhere in this area, at some point, it'll do a correction, and Bitcoin can finish off its correction. And the Nasdaq is probably going to go up and to the right, guys, for literally the rest of the year. There's possibility this could go on for the rest of the year, guys. Okay. You know, I just don't know what it's going to be at the end here. It could be, you know, like I said, guys, I would not be surprised if we're in a big gigantic move. Okay. So like a move like this, and it comes up, boom, 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 and it can go back up near all-time highs, even break all-time highs, and then it's going to have another one of these over here, boom, 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 but it won't break the low. And then this whole thing will be the correction, okay? And if the Nasdaq, think about this. If the Nasdaq does something like that, right? Go here to the weekly, and the S&P 500 are trending up and to the right. Nasdaq, Nasdaq is let me go back to the Nasdaq. I'll show you. Nasdaq is up, you know. Let's say it just goes right there. Maybe it has 1, 2. It could be there. Who knows, guys? But I mean, think about that. Where do you think Bitcoin can end up? You know, there's a good shot. This is just going to be a short cycle, guys. I think all this is going to, you know, I'm expecting all this to change a little bit. You know, there's too many people that are sitting back waiting for this 4-year thing. And it's worked for the past 10 years ever since Bitcoin. And you want to be careful of that. The reason you want to be careful of that, guys, is because here, I'll show you something. Okay, you want to be careful of that. Here's the S&P 500 down here on the daily. All right, let me put it on a weekly. I'll show you something. I think it's going to be a little bit of a change. This is why I say it's going to be a change. Here's the S&P 500 on the weekly. I'm going to put the weekly all the way. Where Bitcoin, 2010, Bitcoin came out. Bitcoin's up top on a weekly, right? Bitcoin came out in 2000. Oh, actually, I need to go to the BLX. I need to get the whole chart. The BLX. Okay. So here is the Bitcoin up top and the Nasdaq down below. Okay. And where is it? 2011. So the Nasdaq needs to be, I'm going to line it up as best as I can, just like so. Where did it come out? Okay, it's way over here. Got it off a little bit. I keep messing this thing up. Where did it come out? There we go, right there. Okay. Bitcoin came out in this area, 2010, right? Okay, what's the Nasdaq been doing since that time? Whole time, right? Whole time over here. I know it's not lined up. I gotta make that a little bit smaller, but you guys get my point, right? You get my point here. Nasdaq peak right there, you know, more or less. So here's Bitcoin's chart, and here's Nasdaq's chart. Nasdaq has been in a massive impulse wave that ended back here in December of January 22, somewhere in that area, and did a move. Okay, same thing with Bitcoin. Okay, that's under the assumption that Bitcoin is going to do a 4-year cycle, under the assumption that the S&P 500 is starting a new bullish trend. Now, is that possible? It's possible that it could have done that, but if it hasn't, if the S&P 500 is down and is going into a counter trend rally to do a massive like one and then come back up into this rally and then do like on the Nasdaq potentially, well then this is going to change Bitcoin, guys, because the Nasdaq's going to go up correctively. Bitcoin could come up and finish a wave and then come back down. So my point is this, is that because this whole wave sequence is complete and then there's a potential for different moves going on here. If it hasn't done a bullish move, a bullish trend over here yet, and we don't know yet, it's just speculation that ended it. See, the thing is the S&P 500 is correcting this whole cycle right here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's correcting the whole cycle over here. So it could come up and make a move over there. And this whole thing down here is the second wave. Bitcoin comes up into that wave, and it's either going to be a wave 1, 2, and it could be a 4-year cycle, or it's going to finish off another wave right here, be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something like that, guys. So, well, excuse me, let me get rid of this. Okay, I got rid of that. Let me put it back onto the chart, show you guys. So with Bitcoin, something like that could happen. That's why there are some analysts, if you will, like on Twitter and stuff that are reasonable, that Bitcoin could be making a move. It could make a move up there, guys. And in my opinion, if this ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if that is an impulse, then in my opinion, this is going to be a short cycle, guys. Okay. Compared to that, this impulse over here is over 300%. This impulse is 100%. Okay. So this is 3 times bigger than this wave. Okay. So it's too small of a wave to be following the cycle, in my opinion. So I could be wrong about that, but I'm keeping my options open. I'm not saying I'm disregarding this 4-year cycle, but it's worked the past 10 years. People are like hammering this down. Hey, this 4-year cycle, Bitcoin's its supply is be cut in half, which makes sense, makes complete sense, and then it's going to blast up. After what is it, April or May, whatever the it's halving event, right? And then it's going to blast up. It makes sense, it makes sense, and it's worked in the past, but it's not going to be guaranteed to work into the future. That's for sure. So I'll keep my eyes peeled for something like that, but I'm also going to keep my eyes peeled for just in case it does decide to do a wave up here in a short cycle, and then boom, it could come back down, guys, and throw that whole thing off. Okay. Throw that whole thing off. Just too easy. It's too easy. Markets are never that easy. Oh, here's the halving. Okay, guys, here, you think this is going to go on for the years. Here's the halving. Yeah, let's ape in. Here's the halving. Let's ape in. Here's the halving. Let's ape in. Never that easy, guys. I mean, it can work a few times, but that's just my take on it. I could be disproven wrong. Okay. I'm open to be, hey, disprove me wrong. So basically this will have to go up maybe just one more. Maybe it could be, I would say this, here's what Bitcoin would need to do, in my opinion. So this is 1, 2, and maybe this is the 3, back down for a 4, and maybe it goes up for a 5, like up to like 40 or 45K. And then it does like a nice multi-month wave 2, and then going in there. So that's a possibility. Okay. But if this is just the wave, I don't think so, guys. If that's the whole impulse wave. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.